This torture method was mostly used by the Germans. If a soldier tried to escape, they tied heavy iron chains to his legs and fixed the other end deep into a big stone. His comrades gave him a few bullets and some food with one strict order: stay here and stop the Soviet soldiers. As soon as his friends left, the soldier picked up his sniper rifle and began loading bullets, but by the time he was ready to aim, his comrades had already disappeared into the forest. His first task now was to free himself from the chain. Nervously, he aimed his rifle at the chain and fired. A loud bang echoed and pain shot through his leg, but the chain was too thick. It didn't even crack. He had to find another way. Searching through his bag, he found an old pair of glasses. An idea struck his mind. He carefully removed both lenses with his knife, then broke a pine branch and scraped resin from it. He chewed the resin to soften it and stuck the lenses together with it. Then he placed a small stick between the lenses, added a little water inside, and made a simple magnifying lens. He put some moss on the iron spike that was fixed in the stone and used sunlight through the lens to focus heat. Within moments, the moss caught fire. The soldier quickly gathered dry wood and made the fire stronger. Once the wood turned to ash, he poured cold water over the hot stone. The sudden change in temperature caused cracks to appear. He tried pulling out the iron spike, but it was still deep inside. He didn't give up and repeated the process again and again. Slowly, the spike began to loosen, and a hole started forming in the stone. Around noon, while he was eating his canned food, he suddenly heard the sound of an engine. He quickly grabbed his rifle and saw a Soviet military truck passing by. Nobody had noticed him yet, but danger was near. His wood was running out, his food was almost finished, and even the water bucket had only one cup left. He poured that last bit of water on the stone and struck it with his knife, but still, the spike didn't move. Then he opened his remaining bullets, collected the gunpowder inside a metal can, and poured it into the hole. He placed a rock on top, lit some moss, and hid behind a large stone. Boom! A powerful explosion shook the ground. Smoke covered the air, but even then the spike didn't come out. Frustrated, he kicked it hard twice, but nothing happened. Finally, he tied his rifle strap to a nearby rock and began slamming it onto the spike again and again. Day turned into night. His hands were full of blisters, but he didn't stop. At last, with one final push, the spike moved. He pulled with all his strength, gave it one hard strike, and the spike finally came out. The soldier was free.